Hello guys, this is Miguel Olvera and today is day 113 of the 90-day challenge overtime for the law of attraction, and today we're going to talk about your intuitive factors. You know that your intuitive factors is what differentiate you from your pets? Yeah, that's the only difference that differentiates you from your pets. So let's talk about it. Welcome back guys, this is Miguel Olvera and today is day 113 of the 90-day challenge for the law of attraction, and today we're going to talk about your intuitive factors. Today is a summary of the 90-day challenge. Today is day number 5. So I want to make sure that you are grabbed a hold of these intuitive factors. On the normal 90-day challenge, I spend one day on each intuitive factor and I give you a better explanation. But today, I'm just going to give you a quick summary of what these are. We are all familiar with our sensory factors. And these sensory factors are attached to our conscious mind. And this is, we can see, we can hear, we can smell, we can taste, and we can touch. Those are those sensory factors. And those sensory factors were used to program us from an early age. Those sensory factors were or are commonly used by most people and how they live their lives. Again, because school unfortunately does not talk about our intuitive factors. Our intuitive factors are the will, memory, imagination, intuition, reason, and perception. I don't remember ever talking or going to school and anyone teaching me about these intuitive factors, and I don't think you have either. So it's very important that we find out how those intuitive factors help us being able to become more productive and being able to achieve whatever goal that we desire. The intuitive factors are also located in our conscious mind. So they are part of the thinking mind, as we discussed yesterday. So the intuitive factors are there. When we first appear in planet Earth, remember, we didn't have this conscious mind properly developed. We didn't have these intuitive factors properly developed. That's why every single thing or piece of information that we got went straight into our emotional life, or into our emotional mind actually. So that's how we've been programmed since we were little, with a combination of our sensory factors, not having our intellectual factors being properly developed. So this part of the mind was wide open and everything just went straight into our subconscious mind, which created a vibration in our body, which created a result. We talked about this yesterday in regards of stop using your sensory factors. Stop using your sensory factors, letting or seeing your outside results and affect you in the way of how you think. Now, we're going to be using our our intellectual factors to be able to change that dynamic. We need to stop looking at the outside results affect our way of thinking. With the use of our intellectual factors, we can. The first one is the will. The will allows you to focus on what you want. Our sensory factors are always getting information about, the light, the noise I just heard right now. I'm thinking that I am hungry, that I haven't finished things at work. So our sensory factors are just, getting all this information about the AC just kicked in. So it's telling me all kinds of information, but the will is allowing me to focus and talk to you about what I'm doing right now. So I am very focused and talking to you and telling you exactly how the mind works. So that is part of the will. It allows you to focus and in terms of what you want to do. Your memory is just like a muscle. Just imagine if I put this arm and I put it on a sling and I leave it like that for like 3 years. okay? Not moving it, but and with this arm, I start lifting some weights. This arm right here will create a big muscle, and this one will become lethargic and probably just I won't even be able to move it ever again because it just died. So your memory is exactly the same way. You can develop your memory. Your memory is just like a muscle. All you have to do is just exercise it. You can remember names, you can remember numbers, you can remember all kinds of things. All you have to do is just exercise it. Grab a good book that talks about how to develop your memory. They use ridiculous ways to memorize or to remember things. It's just by association. It's very much fun. So if you have a chance, grab a book and read it. Because to develop your memory is just like going to the gym. Once you learn how to do it, you will be able to remember anything and everything. You know, the person who you got introduced to, that person's name, any numbers, social security number, phone numbers, etc. That's how the memory works. The next one is your imagination. The imagination is the workshop of the mind. Just keep that in mind. The imagination is the workshop of the mind. Everything that was created by man was created twice. Once in the imagination of the person who invented it, and second, when it actually became a physical thing. The camera that I'm watching, it was created twice. Once by the person who thought about it, and then the actual camera right now. This house, this pen, this garment, everything has been created twice. You have an imagination. Use it. Use it productively so you can create anything that you want. Remember, we all have these intellectual factors. All you have to do is development. The next one is intuition. Intuition is your communication with God. When you are talking to God, you are praying. When you get these intuitive hunches, is God talking to you. So that is the connection between you and God, or the universe, or whatever you want to call this power that I call God. It's a way of communication. All these hunches, all these gut feelings that we get, is God talking to you. You talk to Him in the form of a prayer, you get communication back from Him in form of an intuition. So you can develop that one too. Next one is reason. Reason is your thinking ability. It's your way of actually sit down and actually find out if whatever information you're receiving is of any benefit to you. So whatever I'm talking to you today, let's use this for an example. By me displaying or talking to you about these intellectual factors, if you're really interested, you want to find out more, you're thinking about it, you're using your brain and saying, okay, the information that Miguel is giving me, is it valuable? Is it going to take me to wherever I want to go? If not, you just discard it. But if it is something that you might be interested in, you will start getting more and more involved into it. That's what the reason factor is. And perception is just a point of view. It's just simple a point of view. It's just your ability to see. For example, I am inside of a building right now. So my point of view is from the inside of this building looking out. But if I walk outside, my perception will change. And I will look at this room differently because I'm looking at it from the inside looking out. But if, looking outside through a window. But if I walk outside of the building and look through the same window, but I look inside, the room will look different. That is what is perception. It's just the way of how you look at things. So guys, it's very, very important that you actually get into this intellectual factors and learn more about it. Like I said, I talk about these intellectual factors daily in the 90-day challenge, and I give you plenty of examples for you to understand them and how they work. Make sure that you are utilize them and stop using your sensory factors to live your life and letting outside circumstances make you think certain things or make you think that you cannot accomplish the goal. Make sure that you're using your intellectual factors and think whatever you want to think. Use your imagination, as I said yesterday. Get emotionally involved. Put your body in the vibration you need to get it into and create the result that you want. Once again, the difference between winning and losing is being able to separate the outside results and not letting the outside results affect the way you think. That's it. That is the combination or the secret between winning and losing. Thank you guys for being with me today. Today was day 113. We talk about the intellectual factors. This is a summary of the 90-day challenge. Today was day number 5 of the summary. Tomorrow we have a lot more information, and I want to make sure that I give it all to you. If this is your first time you see me, and this is the first video that you see, please take the time and watch some of the videos. This is video 113. I have 112 videos that talk about more about how to become productive, how to become a better person. Turn on your post notifications up here for Instagram, down here for Facebook and YouTube. Make sure that you share this information with everybody and just let them know what we're doing here. If you have any friends, relatives, co-workers, anyone that you think will become interested, just let them know. Let them decide if this can help them or not. Thank you once again. Make sure you put some comments if you have any questions. I'll be more than glad to answer those comments. Have a great day, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.